So Manchester City 4. Be careful what you fish for. FC 1. Biggest game of the season. Probably the title decider, because if we didn't win today, we're buried. And we dropped that performance, Kenny. You're lucky you didn't go all the way to Manchester, mate. What did you make of that?
First and foremost, I just want to start by making a few statements. I don't want to hear any excuses that this is a young team and that we're ahead of schedule, that we're 2 years ahead of where we should be. I don't want to hear about how, if you asked me at the beginning of the season, would you have been happy with this? Because I would have been happy for the trophy. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear about this crap about we're a young team. Because if you're good enough, you're old enough. Because no one was talking about young team when our players before Liverpool game were winning games, basically nicking a living. Because I've been saying for time.
Erling Haaland's age, 49 goals this season, 22.
Yeah, exactly. No one's mentioning these guys. It's just excuse after excuse. I'm not playing now. I'm not playing about now. Because as far as I'm concerned, I saw players showing their true colours. Odegaard, captain, fantastic. Do me a favour. Hid. Saka hid. Martinelli hid. Xhaka, the big I am, nowhere to be seen. Let's get Martinelli, nowhere to be seen. Jesus on his way back, nowhere to be seen. And Zinchenko, if you think for 1 minute you're not getting included, you can forget it, mate. Those two players, Jesus and Zinchenko, showed why Man City got rid of them. Trust me, Man City have gone up levels since they got rid of the players like that who will basically talk a good game but don't deliver.
Passion merchants, mate. Passion merchants.
That's all we've seen. There's a lot of people that when they look good when we're playing against teams with no ambition and when teams show us respect and fear. When it comes to the nitty-gritty, their true personalities came out.
Somebody in my chat said to me, Jesus was supposed to be the guy that we were missing, and oh my God, when he comes back, he's going to elevate us. He's made us worse.
Well, yes, that's the thing.
Why can't Trossard start a game?
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Jesus scored a couple of goals against Leeds. He scored against Liverpool, and you got to respect him for that. But
I rate him, by the way. I'm not cussing him. I rate him.
But you end of the day, we've got to talk about the performance. It's not about reputations, because at the end of the day, everything we've done is irrelevant when it comes to this match. Because yes, we are where we are in the league, but this was the game where we were going to learn a lot about ourselves. And what we've learned today is that we're on levels beyond Man City in every department. Defensively, we're levels behind them. We're levels behind them. In terms of the front three, we're levels behind them. Manager, we're levels behind them. We're levels in mentality.
They were toying with us.
Lee, it looked like a practice match. Let's just start with the goals.
Toddlers.
Let's just start with the goals. Let's just talk about Rob Holding's position for the first goal. For the love of God, if you're going to follow your defender, for the love of God, don't get tight and get spun.
Yeah, at least wipe him out if you're going to get tight.
Wipe him out. Do you remember last season when we played Tottenham? The same thing. He got tight on Song. The only difference was he got set off for it. He gets tight. He got tight on Haaland. All Haaland had to do give it to De Bruyne. But even then, the way De Bruyne was able to cleverly use Grealish by not using him, and yet our players fell for that.
Thomas Partey in that? Oh yeah, 5 yards behind.
Yeah. But even so, even so, the fact is that my guy Gabriel Magalhaes, instead of looking at De Bruyne, he's anticipating a pass going out to Grealish instead of giving De Bruyne all that space to put the ball in the net. Aaron Ramsey had no chance because he used Magalhaes as a screen.
Sorry to cut you off. For me, I thought Ramsdale should have done better with that. Yeah,
maybe so.
Because I don't think he hit it cleanly, but it was a P roll.
What was that? It was actually. Yeah, but what he did, it was a swerve. It was a boomerang swerve around a post where he got deceived.
He done him with the eyes.
Anyway, let's talk about the second goal, the free kick. Yeah, everyone says offside, but that's no bloody excuse. That's no excuse for the
It weren't
fact
offside
that
either.
and he wasn't even offside because VAR said it wasn't. Our fans who are on social media going, "Oh, we got cheated." Just shut up. Just shut up. Okay. Let's talk about defending anyway. The free kick, right? You knew full well that De Bruyne had the delivery. All you had to do was watch your man. Benjamin White, watch John Stones. What did you do? You played them on side with your foot. 2-0. And let's talk about the third goal. Can we talk about the third goal? Yes, talk about the third goal where you Thomas Partey's giving them like I said, was it Grant Jack, I think, gave them Odegaard a simple ball. All Odegaard's got to do is screen the ball and look for a red shirt and pass the ball
Best
forward. What's he
midfielder
do?
in the league, yeah? Odegaard. Best midfielder in the
What does
league.
he do? He passed the ball in a negative position. That gets intercepted by Haaland again. De Bruyne goes and walks through our defence, uses Rob Hole in the screen, puts the ball in the net. And then the fourth one is even more pathetic, where Foden, who's not even match fit, who's basically cold, still manages to win that ball, uses Holding again as a 1-2 for Haaland to go and score a fourth. But that those are the goals. What about the clear-cut chances? What about the clear-cut chances? What about the times?
Haaland could have had 5. That ain't even a joke. He could have had 5.
But the thing is, every time we were in an attack, as soon as the ball got turned over, one pass, long pass, and they'll throw and goal. Every time.
But this is the thing, Kenny. The formation that Pep started with, right? People say, "Oh, it's revolutionary." He's playing John Stones and Rodri, and Stones drops in. Cool, whatever. Yeah, Herbert Chapman was doing that 100 years ago. Cool, whatever.
Exactly.
But
there's nothing revolutionary.
He started that same fucking formation. Yeah, same 4 behind Haaland against Bayern Munich. Yeah, what has Arteta been watching? Because he started that four behind Erling Haaland, and what happens is we're going mad press. He knew we'd go mad press, and we were pressing. Yeah, one ball. Yeah, Haaland, no tech at all. Quick pass around the corner, bounces off his shin, bang, the clean through goal. Yeah. But at what point do you engage your brain as a manager, a tactico on 8 million a year that has worked under this manager, and go, actually, let's stop pressing?
But Lee, the fact is, right, is that when you've got games like this, sometimes you have to have horses for courses. He's played the same way all the time, regardless of the opposition and regardless of the situation, regardless of the opposition's strengths and our weaknesses. It's 4-3-3, inverted fullbacks.
You put in the group chat earlier 4-3. You said it. You said it.
I said 4-3-3. Inverted fullbacks. Zinchenko must play no matter whether he can defend or not.
That guy's been at fault for 4 out of our last 5 goals in the 2 games he's played.
But that's irrelevant.
Straight back in the season.
Irrelevant. Yeah, but that's irrelevant to this manager. According to this manager, it doesn't matter as long as we're playing.
And that's ultimately cost us the title, Kenny.
Yeah. But the fact is, as I said before, the damage has been done way before. You want me to? I keep on talking about games we were winning where we were making these mistakes. Let's look at the Brentford game, because the reason the Brentford game is very relevant, because the same things I was complaining about, the amount of clear-cut chances Brentford had, the way Ivan Toney bullied our defence. Yet our fans have got the nerve to go and start saying, "Oh, VAR, that wasn't a goal. Oh, the referee forgot to draw lines. We got cheated." Are you mad? You got cheated. That was a warning sign in February the 11th when we were making these individual errors, giving the opposition clear-cut chances, and we haven't learned from it. 4 days later, we got burnt against Man City. We didn't learn because we went and beat Aston Villa 4-2, giving away the same chances, but it didn't matter because we won. The same with Bournemouth. It didn't matter. And then after all that time, we went on a game where we won every game, but it still wasn't right. But people don't want to listen to it because we're winning games.
Palace, they could have scored.
It's a hard
hit the
post as well.
Yeah, 0-0. Bounces off a Ramsdale like Martinez at Villa Park. Yeah, on another day, that's in the back of the net. They're 1-0 up and they've got something to hang on to.
Exactly. Leeds, first straight from the kickoff against Leeds.
6 seconds. It would have been the quickest Premier League goal.
Christensen has a shot on goal. We don't learn because we're winning games. We think we're going to keep on getting away with this. What happens at Anfield when all Liverpool did was try and play a bit more direct, try to get some press, try to put some tackles in. We've been found out. And the same with West Ham. As soon as they capitalise on their mistakes, they're back in the game. But we don't learn because we did the same thing against Southampton. All Southampton had to do was press, wait for us to make a mistake. The minute they went back to position, they were straight at our goal. What happened with all the goals today? The minute they win back possession, they're straight at our back four and creating
The
chances.
amount of
When are
times
we
you've
going to
called
bloody
this
learn?
out, yeah, and you've been at a
We've
lot
been
of the
calling
games.
this out for 3
We've
months.
had a lot of home games here, and you've been there live and direct here. And you've been saying, look, we got away with one today. Bournemouth. Yeah, we got away with one today against fucking whoever. Yeah, even Man United. Yeah, even as far back as Man United. Let's be real, yeah?
Exactly.
Right? We have conceded what? We have conceded, 15 goals in the last 11 games? Yeah, this is Brendan Rodgers, Mark II. Yeah, we've got the third worst home goals against. Only Leeds and Southampton have conceded more, but we've been getting away with it because we've been winning. So it's brushed under the carpet.
But guess what? The excuse menu is for all these capitulations, all these mistakes that I've been putting out for the last 3 months. Oh, they're young. Oh, what are you complaining about? You should be grateful because I would have been happy with the top four and I would have been happy with this trophy. This is way ahead of schedule. For the love of God, we were 8 points in front.
Kenny,
3 weeks ago.
anyone who sits there and says, yeah, nobody expected it. Okay, cool. Why have you been trusting the process for 4 years then? What, the process to get back to where we were under Wenger? We'll bin him then. Get Wenger back then, because Wenger qualified for Champions League 20 out of 22. Yeah, this guy's qualified once out of 4. So if we're only going for top 4, and that was your expectations under this manager after 4 years, bin him and get Wenger back.
Yeah, but that's the thing I don't understand. The fact is, these are basic mistakes. You're 8 points in front. And if you won at Anfield, we would have gone 10 points in front. And people seem to want to forget that and excuse these players for making repeated mistakes. If you're good enough to take the praise when things are going well, then you're old enough. Today, we needed leaders and we didn't get them. Everyone threw the towel in. Every one of our players capitulated as soon as the first goal went in. And the manager was capitulated as well because he never changed anything. And poor old Smith Rowe, I'm going to get to Smith Rowe. That is a piss take, Arteta. You're making him part of this now, making him part of that debacle. When we needed him against West Ham away, you didn't bring him on. Against Southampton, you didn't bring him on. And now you're taking the piss by bringing him on to make him part of that. Trust me, that is great man management.
Throw him to the Lions.
Throw him to the Lions and think, oh yeah, you're part of this now. That is great man management. Great man management.
Mate, it's a shambles. But listen, we're going to do player ratings if you're available, mate. I know it's late.
I'm available, mate.
Yeah, come on. Listen, big up to everyone. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Instagram. We're out of here. Laters.